Aidan, welcome back to Raith TV. Scottish Cup weekend, one that you particularly look forward to?
Yeah, obviously I was at Falkirk before, so it's gone back, and I know a lot of people there. Obviously John McGlynn and Brad, Tom, there's a lot of boys that I'm really friendly with, so it'll be exciting to go over there and hopefully we can go there and get a result.
You've got so many kind of interwoven stories with your connections with Falkirk, haven't you?
Oh, listen, it's a good club. I've said that before. There's a lot of good people in there. I was there for a few years, and it's going to be a tough game because I think they're unbeaten there in a long time, so it's not going to be easy.
Is that something that's just fuel for our fire, just motivation, the fact that we beat Falkirk here, we ended that Invincibles run, as phenomenal as it was. We didn't perform last time we were there, so is there an extra motivation with the Cup just adding a wee bit of cherry on top?
Of course, listen, they're an excellent team, and I've worked with McGlynn before and I know how they'll work, so it's going to be a tough game, but somebody's got to go there and beat them, and somebody's going to beat them eventually there, so hopefully it can be us on Sunday. Does
the Cup give a different dynamic to that? Is there a different pressure in any way, or is it just the expectations are so high every week?
No, listen, every game's important. You know, it's like it makes the club money no matter who you're playing. Even the Linlithgow game, we had to go through that to make the club money, so it's every game's just as important as the last.
Do you suffer from nerves at all, Cup weekend, or any particular big games?
Sometimes it's good to be nervous. I think when you're nervous, you care. I've always been told that, and I've always felt it's good to be nervous. But as once you go in the park, you just go out and try your best.
Any pre-match rituals and any superstitions? Will any of these be, if you do have them, will they be mucked up a bit by the fact that you'll be out your bed at the crack of dawn on Sunday?
No, I've not really got many. There's a few boys that have got some, but the only one I've got is I have chicken pasta before every game. That's the only one I've got, really.
You having that for breakfast on Sunday then?
Aye, that'll be me. I'll not be able to eat it. I'll need to get eggs and toast or something, but it'll be chicken pasta, I think.
Does the kick-off time adapt your mentality in any way? Because it's when do we ever really play at 12:30 on a Sunday?
Of course, it's because we're going to be up earlier than what we are. It's not as easy. I think 3 o'clock, everyone's more used to it, but as what it is, you just adapt. That's life.
What about yourself? How's your form? How's your training? You've been on the periphery of things, but we're seeing you back in the playing surface. How you doing?
Yeah, it's been tough. It's been tough, David. I've been in the stand at times this season, and all you can do is just keep going. I've come back in the last 3 games. I've scored 2 goals, and obviously the other game wasn't as good. I don't think many has played well. We can all agree with that. But the 3 games before that, I think I've done well, and hopefully we'll see what happens this weekend. But no matter what happens, whether I'm in the stand or I'm starting, I'll be there for the boys, and that's all I can do.
Where do you feel your game's at just now in terms of your sharpness, mentally, physically?
To be honest, since I came in the Dunfermline game, I feel good. I feel sharp, and like I say, I've been scoring important goals, and I want to continue that. You just need to get games, and that's all it is. And I've got that the last 4 games, and just need to keep continuing that.
We were chatting just as we were setting up the camera there. It's something I often say in conversations on these TV features, is in terms of the adaptation that's required again. You know, it's a third manager with 2 interim periods as well, a change of training methods, methodology and such like. How's life under Barry?
Of course, it's been tough. He's come in and training's been tough, and I think he's just working the boys hard, and it's not going to harm us. You know what I mean? I think that'll help us, and we've got to just continue on. It doesn't matter who's in charge. You've got to work for the team and work for yourself. But he's been really good since he's come in.
Is there a lot of adaptation needed on behalf of players? You know, we hear these kind of lines of, you know, players like routine. They come in, they train hard, they go home. Does the kind of sentiment and the atmosphere around about that training make a big difference to you?
Yeah, of course it is. Today was really tough, and yesterday was a tough day as well. And I think the boys you'll get fitter every time you do it, and I think that they're feeling good now. So it's good going into a game like Falkirk. It's a big pitch, and you're going to need to be fit to run about, because they'll probably have more of the ball, as we know.
Scottish Cup, you got any particular memories that spring to mind?
Not really, to be honest. I can't even think, David, to be honest. There's not many ones that can spring to mind.
Time to write a high point on Sunday?
Hopefully we can continue, and hopefully I can get another goal again.
Tell us a wee bit more about the game. You know, we get to see teams so often in this league. Does does the fact that we're playing another championship team change the dynamic? Is it helpful? Is it a hindrance? What's your thoughts?
I think Falkirk's one of the tougher games, isn't it? Listen, every game's tough in this league, but I think Falkirk away, like I say, I think they're, whatever it is, a year and a half, I don't know how accurate it is, of unbeaten there, so teams have struggled there, and it's going to be a tough game, and I think a lot of the boys know that, and we've got an experienced group in there, so hopefully we can stick together and we can get the result.
Tell us a wee bit about the group that we've got. We had that letdown in the week, well, the last game we played kind of 2 weeks ago at Ayr United. How do you bounce back from that? I know that Barry's mentioned that he was desperate to get back out and play against Morton. Obviously circumstances took that away from us, but how do you bounce back? Like I've my whole career, it's you've got to bounce back. There's no other way. Whether you're on the bench or starting, you've got to come back and you've got to just work hard, and that's all you can do. And the harder you work, I think you get luckier. That's what we've got to stick by. How much does it hurt professional football players when you go away? It's a club you're connected with, a club that you love, and we often see it very insular in terms of we're supporters and we wanted our team to win, and we forget that there's a group who leave often feeling just as dejected. What is it like in a dressing room, or coming back in the Monday when it's not clicked?
It's tough. It's after the game Saturday. It doesn't just last then. It's the whole week. If you've not played well and you've before the game you've been thinking about things you're going to do in the game and how the game's going to pan out, and when it goes the complete opposite of that, it's hard to. You just need to react to it, and it's just as much as the fans will be hurting, the players hurt as well. And I think this season's been, we've not had a consistency as much, and we need to try and find that.
But that's a great thing about football, isn't it? You know, we kind of look over our shoulder at a negative experience, and then we look forward with this kind of glistening opportunity in the cup to go and make a mark.
Of course, that's the thing with football. There's always another game, and we're going to have a lot more, because we've got Hamilton and Morton to come up midweek, so there's always a next game, whether it's the next week or 2 or 3 days. You've got to just go again.
Tell us about the bunch. There's experience in there, there's wisdom in there, there's people who we would define as winners. What's it like being part of this particular dressing room?
No, like I say, it's experience. We've got a lot of older boys, there's a few young boys coming through. I travel with Kai, and I always go on about Kai. I think Kai's got a lot of potential. The fans have maybe not seen it all yet, but we've got a lot of youth there that's really good. Even Lewis Gibson as well. There's a lot of young players there that are really talented for what I've seen.
Do you see a wee bit of Lewis and yourself?
No, I think Lewis is a good player. He's both-footed and he's quick and he works hard and training every day. I think he's got a chance. It's maybe not clicked for him right now, but I think in future he'll be an important player for Raith.
You mentioned before Callum Hannah comes back from his loan. You've told me before how much of an athlete he is.
Oh, I love Callum Hannah. Callum Hannah's one of my favourite boys here. I'm close with Callum here. He's a good lad, and honestly he's got potential as well. He's an athlete. He's 6'2". He's got the speed. He's got everything, to be fair. So hopefully he can kick on.
Build us up for Sunday. We're really looking forward to it. I mean, we look forward to seeing our team play anywhere against anyone, but this stands out on the TV. Big, full, probably capacity crowd as well. Build us up. What are you looking forward to?
No, like you say, you'll be up for this game. It's going to be a full crowd, and like I say, I played at Falkirk, so it's exciting to go back, and we got beat there last time and it wasn't a great game, so hopefully it'll be better than that. That's what we'll listen. All the boys, I know how they are in the changing room. They'll go out there and they'll try the hardest, and that's all you can do. If it doesn't work out, or it does, that's all you can give.
Tell us what it's like to play in front of this Raith Rovers support. Home and away supports always have a bit of a different identity, maybe because folk are arriving a wee bit earlier and getting I'm not sure it's a wee cup of soup that you come in with that they're drinking before the game, but away games the crowd tends to be a bit more boisterous. What's that like when you're on the pitch?
No, it's good. Listen, since I've come back to the club, the fans have been brilliant. They've been brilliant with me as well, and they just got to stick by us. Listen, the grass isn't always greener. You could be worse. You could be right down the bottom of Airdrie. You know what I mean? You got to just keep going, and that's what we'll do, and hopefully we can get up the league.
Support from board, staff, and players to lay on some extra buses for the crew to get along in good numbers on Sunday. Yeah,
that's good as well, and I think it's a good thing to connect the players and the staff to the fans, because I think that makes a good club when they're connected.
Great. Was that £1.50 you chipped in?
75p, I think. I've not got £1.50 in me, Davey. So. No, it's good. I think
it's a great gesture, isn't it?
It is, it's good, and I think the fans will be happy with that.
Great. Well, we are looking forward to the game. We always look forward to seeing you playing, and particularly when you've got a smile on your face. You seem to have got a wee bit of your swagger about
you
again. Of
course, listen, it's nobody's ever happy when they're not playing, but listen, you got to just keep going, and that's football. I've been in there enough, and I'll be there a game where I won't play, and that's what it is. You got to keep going. It's a roller coaster.
Absolutely. Catch up with you on Sunday.
Perfect, David. Thank you.